Hi guys, this is a very unusual setting. I've got flowers here, so I'm gonna put them here so you can see a little bit. So I have finished the week 1, and I've been like trying to record this message for this video for a while now. So here it is. It's almost midnight, but I was like, you know what, like I need to record it right now because otherwise like I can't start the second week, and I need to do that already. So let me open my I need and want, okay? There's no pressure, nothing. Everything is just done through love and actually wanting to do this. Anyway, I also want to try and make these videos just like kind of one cut, because it took me so long to like edit everything last time, and I just want this to be like a, you know, like this. I was gonna go change. Okay, you'll have to see me in this. Anyway, so first of all, I want to say I've got 2 journals here. Okay, let me go through week 1 and what was great about it, okay? Because there's so many great things. So basically, I still don't have the book. I'm doing it on the laptop, which is fine. First week had me crying multiple times, just FYI. And I'm just looking at the first page, and it just says shadow artists, and she calls people who do like normal jobs or whatever shadow artists. And that's how I felt recently, because I've just been, you know, like in my head, I'm a musician, I'm an artist. But at the same time, I'm just doing jobs and work. In the last few years, I've been an English teacher. I worked in sales, which is what I'm doing right now. I've worked as a freelancer for different social media manager and reels maker for different clients, and that like none of this really worked out because this is not what I want to do. And that was me being a shadow artist. And then what she said was actually so interesting. Unable to recognize that they themselves may possess the creativity they so admire, they often date or marry people who actively pursue the art career. Oh, sorry, I can't read. They marry people who actually pursue the art career they themselves secretly long for. And that made me think about like how I usually like very kind of animated men, you know, like in this way that he's like loud, confident, even like a little bit arrogant somewhere, you know, like the guy who like walks into the room and everyone notices. He walks into the room, he becomes friends with everyone, not in like a narcissistic, like horrible kind of way, but in a way that like that's the vibe, that's his energy, you know. And that's something that I've been saying, that this is what I want, this is what I love in a man. But then I'm starting to think like maybe that's actually me and how I want to be perceived and seen. And is this me actually kind of gravitating towards people like me, like my own tribe, or is this me dimming my own light? You know, if I'm with this loud, arrogant, cool, confident guy, I can just be quiet, you know, and that's not great. So I'm thinking about this. Look at this journal. Look at this beautiful journal. It's so fucking pretty. Look at this. This is my my journal for this. Anyway. Then she goes on saying, judging your early artistic efforts is artist abuse. And I've been an abuser my whole fucking life. Anyway, let me go to so we had to do like core beliefs, and some of my beliefs include, like, she listed like 20 of them, And I'm gonna only read the ones that I highlighted because that's like kind of applies to me. So one of them is that I will do bad work and not know. Oh yeah. I will do bad work and not know it and look like a fool. Can you imagine? Like, I would do bad work, so I'm singing, and I feel like it's fine. But what if it's not? And everyone else notices this, but I don't know it. And that would make me look so bad. And like, logically I understand that's stupid, but it's so interesting that she actually wrote this, because this is like, I was like, oh my God, like, that's exactly how I feel and how I think. The next one is, I will never have any real money. Well, yeah, I feel like all artists and everyone in creative space feel that way. So, yeah. And then the 20th, my favorite and my most strong one, it's too late. If I haven't become a fully functioning artist yet, I never will. And this is like, I live and breathe it. I'm like, yeah, I'm 34, dude. What? Have you heard of someone getting suddenly like famous at 34? I guess so, but not me, you know. But that also kind of, I guess the too late thing also means that that's not actually me. Like, I'm not the real artist. If I can, if I can just live and not create art, then it's not me. This whole thing is like, I just can't help. I'm doing the, oh, I can. Like, I'm not doing it. So maybe that's not me. So it's too late. So stupid. And then she obviously goes to say, negative beliefs are exactly that, beliefs, not facts. The word, oh yeah. Negative beliefs are exactly that, beliefs, not facts. The world was never flat, although everyone believed it was. Well, I mean, some people still do. You're not dumb, crazy, egomaniacal, maniacal? Grandiose or silly just because you falsely believe yourself to be. Please just put it into my head like a USB stick or something. Anyway, and then she talked about blocks and allies and then one of the most amazing things that she said is audacity. That's probably like the main word that I take away from this week is audacity, because she says, all too often it is audacity and not talent that moves an artist to center stage. And that's true. Talent is nothing if it's not demonstrated. And you can't demonstrate it if you don't have the audacity to do so, because you're just there in the corner somewhere like, yeah, but I'm not like good enough, like it's not me. No. Oh, I love this. The audacity. I need to tattoo that on my fucking face. Okay, and then we have tasks. The tasks were very interesting. So every morning I needed to write 3 pages of the morning pages. So it's 3 pages, just like anything you want to write. And I have been doing this. Wait, I'm gonna show you. I have been doing this very well. I only missed one day, yesterday, and I didn't like it. I didn't like how I felt, because it was very interesting. Like, you're not supposed to reread it, so I'm not. And then I had to write affirmations of choice and blurts. Blurts is something that was, you write the affirmations. Where is it? Let me actually read mine. And something that comes up to you. For example, I'm a genius, amazing, talented musician. Great. And the blurt would be like, not that special. I'm not that special. There's nothing so special in me. I'm like, okay, my music is unique. No one else can do what I do. No one else can do it like me. That's kind of like reframing it a little bit, even though right now I'm thinking like, yeah, because no one wants to. Why would anyone want to do it like me? Because I'm not great. Anyway, once you like feel it and see it and hear it, the whole abuse of the early artistic efforts, that just stuck with me as well. And like now that I had like a singing lesson, I don't know why I did this the other day, and I was thinking that I was like, don't abuse yourself, don't abuse yourself. And then the second affirmation is, I'm meant to be seen, heard, celebrated, and adored for my artistry, my music, my personality, and everything that I am. The world is ready, and I am ready. You would probably say that's a long affirmation. I would probably agree, but this is what came to me. And then everything came to me as well. It's too late. I'm too old. And I'm like trying to kind of like reframe this, which has been pretty interesting. Now reading this, I feel like it's better. You know, I feel better about them, which is great. Next, I needed to take myself on an artist date. I'm going to talk about that a bit later. I needed to time travel. So basically, this is my journal. I'm obsessed with it. So yeah, I was writing here. So yeah, okay. Shadow career. Let me just go back to this one. I always had like a shadow career. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of things, but also I've been doing a lot of things around music. Like I worked in a recording studio, very close. And then this was actually amazing because one artist there that we had, anyway, this is a different story, but like he made me quit. He didn't know that at that time. I told him later, but he didn't know that at that time because I saw him and I was like, oh my God, I know I want this. So why am I being like behind the scenes, you know? And then I have a blog, right? I have an English teaching blog, which was very successful. Like I get views and stuff, so I get some attention. My ego is happy, and so I'm in front of the camera, but am I? You know? And then I have this, I'm afraid to take myself seriously. God, I have such a long way to go. Anyway, so time travel. So this task was list 3 old enemies of your creative self-worth. And you had to be specific as possible. So I've got one, if you can tell, a long one is my parents. I feel like that's a normal thing. I don't blame anyone. They just didn't know better. But what I've noticed, so it's my parents and my aunt who lived with us. That was completely random. I did not expect her to come up, but she did. She was very conservative. I spent a lot of time with her, and she made me close my eyes like this when like Britney Spears was on TV. I specifically remember this time when it was like don't let me be the last to know, this song. And she was like, oh my god, close your eyes. That maybe that made me like this sexually rebellious, I don't know, but that's a different story. But this made me realize that, so I have here, they're not supporting me in trying to learn how to sing or play guitar, not showing interest in my efforts or my art. And that sounded to me like a silly thing when I wrote it down, because like when I hear people do this and they had someone actively be like, you're shit, you're horrible, you can't sing, you know, that kind of stuff. And that was like, those were their monsters. And I'm writing down about like someone who wasn't interested in my art. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't mean anything. But then I realized that like, that's actually maybe even worse because I didn't have anything to fight back. I didn't know I was in the game. Up until like 20, up until I was like 27 or something, I didn't think I was creative. Up until I started therapy, I didn't know I was emotional. I thought I was just someone who was just doing stuff well. I didn't see myself as an emotional person, as crazy as that sounds, and definitely didn't see myself as a creative, because in my head I haven't done anything. But like, I've been writing poetry since I was a child. I've been trying to write songs since I was a child, even though like I didn't play any instruments. I was just writing the lyrics and trying to sing it in my head. I was translating songs when I was little, like from different languages into Russian or English, even. I think I was trying to translate it to, so I can sing it in a different language. So I have been doing this, but I haven't really understood that it was part of me because it was never noticed. And since like I was constantly like compared to things and whatnot, this one, being an artist, being creative, because it wasn't even acknowledged, like no one told me I was bad. They didn't even acknowledge me, so I didn't even know that I was in the game. So I had to kind of grow through this concrete, almost, a thing that wasn't even there for me, was on the table, wasn't on the cards, you know. It wasn't. But I still kind of went through this, and this made me really sad, because I feel like maybe I lost so much time actually trying to break through this concrete. But at the same time, a tiny bit proud of myself that I actually got there, even if I'm very far behind, as it feels like. Anyway, my third monster was my vocal teachers. I had some vocal teachers who were not great. They were pretty shit as teachers. I didn't know that. And then even if they were not that bad, they didn't really, again, not showing interest in me, not seeing anything special about me. And that just reinforced everything. And I was doing that. I was like singing, I was trying, and even the people I paid, I paid to try and learn how to sing, they didn't see anything special in me. That must mean something. Anyway, that's very interesting to actually, like, some of the things I've known because I've been in therapy for so long, but like some of them very eye-opening, still very eye-opening when I look at this and be like, interesting. Then we needed to go time traveling again and list 3 old champions of your creative self-worth. And that was amazing because I knew exactly who they were. So my champions were, I know they're ever going to see this, but maybe when I'm famous and everybody's watching this, it's my singing teachers. I guess. So first one is Lena. She was this first singing teacher who was so different from the others because she actually gave a fuck, and because she saw something so beautiful in me, and she tried different things, and she helped me write my songs, because I write songs and then sometimes they're just off key or something, and she would be just like, is this what you meant? So like she would always like uplift me and say how beautiful my voice is, how beautiful my writing is, how beautiful and unique my songs are. And having this after like a bunch of horrible teachers was so refreshing, and just like we're still friends. And she's also like a painter, a very talented one, and she also helped me with my paintings as well. So like it's just an all round creative force that she gave me, and she's been sharing with me ever since. And it changed something in me when I started going to her, and I feel like my voice changed as well, because like it was being appreciated and feeling safe. There was no criticism whatsoever. Plus, like she would let me send her voice notes, and she would be like, yeah, almost there. It's crazy. Can you imagine? Anyway, that's one. The second champion is Ale, who, again, if you guys are watching, like, this is amazing. She literally changed my life. I still sometimes think about, like, was it before I met her or after? I can't even call her a singing teacher, because she was so much more than that. She does right now, she does like vocal therapy and stuff, but like at that point we were singing when I found her. And I came to her, I remember, in November, when in September I lost my dad. So I was completely shut down. I was so shut down. I was shut down because I'm terrified of singing and putting myself out there because of all that I've just said. And also I just lost my dad. Hello. I wasn't myself. I don't think I've ever... Anyway, awful, horrible. And she talked to me, we sang a little bit, and she was like, do you write your own songs? I'm like, yeah, I had one song on the platforms at that point, but I've never really performed it. Never performed it just to myself in my room, like a weirdo. And she was like, she just gave me the guitar. Just gave me guitar, and she was like, sing it to me. Anyone who's an artist, anyone who's a singer, a songwriter, you probably get it right now, like how terrifying it is to sing to a single person your own song. Terrifying. I did it. Didn't do it too well, but I did it. And at the end of the session, like, she loved it. She was absolutely like, she loved it. She was the first person, like, that made me actually believe in myself as this artist and actually like creative being, the star almost. Anyway, after this session, like our first lesson, at the end of it, I was like just putting my coat on and just like saying like, okay, when are we gonna meet again? And she was like, in 2 weeks, I'm organizing a concert, like a little gig. You're playing. I was like, what? No. She's like, yeah, come and play. And I did. And that was my first gig, and it was amazing. I don't remember how it happened because I completely dissociated on the stage, because like, what? But it was. And after that, I realized how much I love performing, and it was just the best thing in the world. Anyway, she was amazing. She is amazing, and we're still friends to this day, and I love her dearly. Anyway, the third champion of my creative self was completely unexpected as well. It just kind of came out of my head, like it came out, and I was just like, this is weird. I'm not gonna name names, but she was my best friend in uni. We're not talking right now for some... Honestly, she just ghosted me. I don't know why. Right now, recently, that's been not great, but we hadn't been very close recently, but in uni we were inseparable. Basically, she was my first real friendship. Like, after leaving my parents and coming to a different country, she was the safe haven and safe person, and someone who made me... I feel like we both did it for each other in a way, like made each other open up emotionally, and accepted each other in a way that no one had before. So I guess that makes sense. I just didn't realize it that way. Anyway, thank you if you're watching, and fuck you for ghosting me. Anyway, next was Imaginary Lives. That was very interesting, let me tell you. Okay, so we had to come up with 5 imaginary lives. If you had 5 other lives if you had 5 other lives to lead, what would you do in each of them? So I wrote a dog, cat, or like animal shelter owner. This is something maybe I can do in this life, actually, at some point when I have the means and the resources, because this is something I really, really passionate about. Next one is a psychic medium. because what the fuck? That would be so fun. Like, imagine, I don't know, like an actual one, not like a fake one, you know, but like an actual psychic medium. That would be so cool. Next one, like an actress, a star in a long running, like successful TV show, you know, like Friends or New Girl or like How I Met Your Mother, something like big and fun and cool. Because I always look at these people who act. I can't act, I don't think. Maybe I can. I don't think I can. But like I always look at them and I was like, oh my god, they're such good friends, and they're just enjoying every second of every day that they work, and I would love to try this. So this next one was a sex worker in some kind. Okay, not what you just guys thinking, but like some kind of exotic dancer, or maybe on some kind of OnlyFans kind of situation or something. I've always been like very fascinated with the people that do it. I love that. Like I said, like that's probably the rebellious. I love how unapologetic they are, how much they don't care about what people think. And I definitely can't do it right now. Like I don't think I can. But I enjoy aspects of it. So I feel like in some other life when I just don't give a shit, I would love to try that on my own terms. Like, you know, in ideally like in the most positive and like least toxic way it's possible. I know how bad it can get and how bad it is sometimes, but like, you know, this aspect of it, I was just like, weird, but yeah, interesting. Next one is a male superstar athlete. I don't know if I can change sexes here, but I thought it was just a completely different thing when you were like an athlete. Maybe I'm just being sexist right now, but I guess it's just the amount of power these guys hold. It's interesting. I also probably would love to try and live like in a male body, just to feel how different it is with all the hormones and stuff. Without, I should say. Anyway, and then I would love to be a painter. And just now I'm thinking that I would probably love to try and be like a pilot or something like that, someone who can actually fly something, maybe like a helicopter pilot, or like those tiny planes pilot or something. I would love to get like to feel the feeling. I don't know, that's just something else. And then I needed to live one of these lives this week. Guess which one I chose? The stripper one. Okay, because it was the easiest one because I was so busy this week. Anyway, I dressed up all sexy. I kind of put on some nasty cool music and I danced and filmed myself and I loved it. That's something I love to do anyway, but like it was cool and I felt very creative at that moment and alive. Anyway, that was all the tasks, I think. Oh, and then right, I need to do the check-in, right? So how many days this week did you do your morning pages? All of them except for one. So, and it's been more than 7 days, so more every day except for one yesterday. The experience was great. Did you do your artist date with this week? Yes. So basically, I've been struggling with this because I wanted to do something, but I was working weekends. And I was like, I can't go anywhere. So I need to watch something that I haven't seen. And I was trying to choose like a film that I haven't seen and I probably like wouldn't really watch usually. And I chose, you wouldn't believe, Ratatouille. So I've never seen it before. I know it's like, I realized when I was watching it, I realized it's almost 20 years, which is ridiculous to me because I feel like it just came out, but no, it's almost 20 years. And it was amazing. It was fun. Like I would never just like sit down to watch a cartoon that I haven't seen and maybe rewatch something, but not like this. I turned off my phone. I removed everything. I only had this journal with me and the screen, and oh my god, I loved it. And I feel like it was so such a great artist date as well. Like, I would obviously like go somewhere next week for this date, but like it was so good. Out of all the films, I feel like it was so good because it was about artists. It was about everyone can cook. It's just basically this book in a way. I saw myself in this little rat, and I saw so many other artists in this little rat. And I love it. And I love this. Wait, I wrote something down. Change is nature. It starts when we decide. I love that. So yeah, anyone can cook. Loved it. I thought that like passion, obsession, this authenticity that worked out for him, and how it touches people, even like when the big restaurant got closed. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry. Like, if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. But like, even for the small audience, for like a smaller restaurant, but like if they are your people, they will find you, and that would feel like big, you know. I love that. And then, were there any other issues this week that you consider significant to your recovery? Describe them. Okay. Issues, I don't know. Like, I've been in therapy, and that's been great. I finally stopped emotionally eating, which I felt like it was great. Anyway, but that's not it. But I have actually like an idea of a sexy EP, because I have some sexy, maybe that was the dancing actually, that I've remembered about all the sexy songs I've got. Like, I have some pretty freaky songs written but not recorded, so I'm thinking I should record them and create like a little EP of like sexy songs, because I realized that I've been trying to be in this like live music kind of era, being like, you know, inspired by like Nirvana and classic rock and stuff like this. I was trying to be like, yes, live guitars, live drums, but maybe I should try something else and like write this sexy shit, because that's who I am, and I'm multidimensional. So, and I wrote it here. Let's do this. Destroy all the shame. Let's go and be seen. So hopefully I'll do this. There's a few conflicts in my head, but like I'll maybe talk about this in therapy or in my next video, but I don't know. But like right now I'm planning to sit down, finish the songs, because I have like some of them are finished, some of them are not. But it will probably be like 5 or 6, maybe 5 very sexy, explicit songs, and one of them is probably going to be a remix of my other song that is already out. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm excited to start week 2, and now I need to go to bed because midnight. Okay, bye.